and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Rick Heyman here from Sauter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sauter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sauterheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
It's basketball season, and Salt Mine City is your pregame and postgame headquarters in the Haymarket for craft beers and great food. Get ready for the game with their big, fatty 7-ounce hamburger, or try a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. And don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, your basketball headquarters, now open at 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 11 a.m. Friday through Sunday at 8th and R.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Strap up your headgear and lock in on Husker Wrestling. This is All In on 93.7 The Ticket. with two-time All-American Caleb Smith.
Caleb Smith looking to end this one with a fall at 125. And Smith able to rock back. Now he's got him tights, and he gets the fall.
And Caleb Smith enjoying himself here. He will get the 2-0 victory. Avenges his loss from earlier in the year, and that is his 100th career victory. Congratulations, Caleb Smith.
And 2025 national champion Ridge Lovett.
But notice Ridge elevates his head.
He's using his head.
He's using his forehead.
Oh my goodness.
And hips up.
Short time.
Right down to the wire. And the drought is over. Nebraska with a national champion for the first time since 2011. What started in Post Falls, Idaho, is punctuated in Philadelphia. Ridge Lovett in his 6th year, a title winner.
All In is sponsored by Stevens and Smith Construction. Here are your hosts of All In, Caleb Smith and Ridge Lovett.
Welcome back, everybody, to All In. Caleb Smith here, Ridge Lovett, and our man on the mic, Nick Wyman. Getting after it.
Got the name right. Got the name right. I respect it. There's too many Nicks here. That's what I've heard.
There is.
When I got here, they're like, we got Nick Sainer. They have me. There's 2 J's. There's Jay Foreman. We got Jay Mayberger, who does a lot of our clipping. Then we have Jake Bakovin with there. Jake Sorensen. You have to have a certain name to work here, I guess.
Yeah, it seems like
it was just out of chance. So no, you guys, this is you guys' show, so I'm gonna let you guys do your thing. You know, you guys are pros at this. When like I said last week, Harrison talked it up on Mondays. He's like, this is the show to be at. And I said, all right, I'll take your word for it, man. Come in here, and you guys made it easy. You guys made it easy on me. I just sit here and press the buttons, and you guys talk. So, all you.
That's what we do here at All In. Cover all the sports, good vibes, good talks. But first,
good snacks too.
Got to get about those good cookies because I'm craving something warm, sweet, and unforgettable. And that sounds like Insomnia Cookie because they have you covered. Whether you're hosting a party, planning an event, or getting ready for the holidays, Insomnia Cookie delivers fresh baked goodness right when you need it. Treat your guests to warm, melty classics, deluxe cookies, and even ice cream cookie sandwiches. Perfect for celebrations, birthday surprises, you name it. Order ahead or get it delivered. Make your next event a little sweeter with Insomnia Cookie, located in downtown Lincoln at 16th and Q. Don't miss out on those cookies. I got to get them.
I like the read. The transition was perfect. You guys had down to a T. So what do you guys want to talk about? This is your guys' show. So you guys bring the topics. I'll chime in when I need to. Do your thing. There's a lot going on, not only here, dude, but just
men's basketball still rolling. Big week,
deep, baby.
Gonna be a big week for them. You know, this is our biggest test of the season coming up. You know, we got past the last 2 hurdles. Washington at home on Wednesday. You know, kind of controlled that game. You know, 10-point win, controlled it. It was never really worried too much. On the road in Minnesota, you know, I saw on Instagram those boys, they were stuck there for a little bit.
I saw that too.
That was the case this weekend with a lot of teams. I know that I was talking with the Ohio State guys. You know, Nick Styles or not Nick Styles,
Ethan Styles,
Nick and Jay's. You got it stuck in my head now. Yeah, my boy Ethan. They got stuck in Chicago. My sister got stuck in Chicago watching the Rutgers Northwestern duels. You know, it was tough getting around, but basketball team,
a lot of snow,
lots of snow.
Talk about
freezing cold.
I talk about that Washington when you mentioned it. Did you guys think that was an underwhelming win? Some people called it underwhelming during our post game. They were like, "Oh, a 10-point win's underwhelming." I'm like,
I don't think we need to get too greedy. I mean,
staying undefeated, a win's a win.
Exactly.
You know, just playing good basketball. I was never worried like, oh, are we gonna lose this game? We controlled it the whole time. You know, no Frager, still doing our thing. It was good.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. And I mean, to me, the only thing that could be underwhelming is maybe a performance that you were hoping to perform a lot better than you did. That might be underwhelming. But for the most part, I think our basketball team's handling their season pretty good. They're handling the pressure really extremely well. You know, for making new history in Nebraska basketball, they're really doing the thing, and they're doing it right.
Mm-hmm. Then went up to Minnesota. You know, handled business up there, and it was tight. It was tight there for a minute, and you know, just dominated the second half. And we've been a second half team, and if you're gonna be a first half or a second half team, I would definitely choose
Second.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's all about how you end. I mean, you can
Mhm.
start good, but you got
And
to keep that lead.
we've been doing it all year, whether we're playing good teams, teams that aren't so great. That's kind of been some of our toughest games where it's like gets to halftime. I'm like, dang, like it's North Texas. Like we should kind of spank them a little bit, but it's tight at the half, and then second half starts and our guys get rolling, knocking down shots and playing really well. But this week, this is the game that we've been waiting for. It's one that I've been excited for. Kind of had it circled a little bit. This is biggest test that we're probably going to have until postseason.
Yeah,
them in Purdue, which we get Purdue. What is that? Is that next
week?
Yeah,
that's another one. Purdue's on a little bit of a skid though. They lost to UCLA. I mean, Harrison and I were here that night because that was a late game because I was in UCLA, and I was like, "Hey, UCLA just beat Purdue." He's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was a crazy game. They hit a big shot down the stretch, and before this month started, I think Michigan State was the game that everybody circled and was like, all right, this is the biggest game in Nebraska basketball history. They win that game, and it's like, oh, and everyone's like, oh, they got Michigan at the end of the month, and everybody kind of circled like, hey, they could be undefeated going. It's like, whoa. They're still like 3 weeks before that game. Let's settle down. I was in that same boat. I'm like, you have some tricky game. Like Minnesota's tricky. Like I think I watching them, I thought they were better than the record showed.
for sure. Yeah, they played Wisconsin real well because I only caught like the last 8 minutes of that game. Came home, turned on my TV, and I was like, okay, yeah, I bet we got them coming up soon. I might as well watch this. And the end of that game was crazy. Both teams hitting buzzer beaters, one to tie it up, another one they hit a three with like 4 seconds left to tie it up. Minnesota did. Wisconsin came down, hit a buzzer beater that ended. I was like, it was awesome.
Little March Madness ahead of schedule. I love it.
Going on the road up in Minnesota, freezing cold, travel sucks. But our boys held it down. And now we're going to Michigan. Going to be up in Ann Arbor. Probably going to be freezing cold up there too.
For sure, going to be freezing cold.
Going to be our toughest game yet. And then right after that, we get Illinois at home. We already, came down to a buzzer beater at Illinois. So this is going to be a good week of basketball. It's going to be kind of like what we had this weekend with wrestling. Them big tests. Hopefully they can reverse the results that we had. Go 2-0. But yeah, I guess we can kind of segue that into wrestling. We had the post-match show yesterday. Tough duel. Two tough duels. Wrestling top five teams. It's top 4 teams.
Yeah.
Iowa was number 4, Ohio State number 2. Kind of got spanked a little bit by Ohio State at national duels. It was
a little nerve-wracking entering the duel, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
And even to start the duel a little crazy here and there, but the composure of our guys, the way that they found ways to win in some of those matches was really impressive to me.
And the effort and fight difference from Friday night
was astronomical.
You could really see it. It was a completely different team that stepped on the mat Sunday as opposed to Friday. Friday, underwhelming. It was like it didn't seem like they had their head in it. I don't know if could have been some weight cut. I know that some of the guys had tough weight cuts, but it seemed like
first time getting used to that big of a crowd too. Shout out to y'all helping us make school history again, breaking the attendance record, getting a new attendance record, sold out crowd. That's something me and you talked about for 2.5 years, that we want Nebraska to have the same vibe that the volleyball team has. And to see that start to happen, no matter what the result was, the fans were awesome cheering for us regardless. But that's pretty cool to see that tide start to change a little bit. We're hoping to make that more of a consistent thing.
Did you see the number? How many do you have? I have the number right in front of you. How many fans?
7,800.
Yeah, almost 8,000, right?
You're pretty close. 7,891.
Yeah.
That's incredible. The weather wasn't great that night either. I mean, that was when the snow started to fall and people were like, oh, got to get to the store and get my eggs and milk and everything. And I remember I had to come in Saturday morning and I was like, man, I'm curious. I was like, please don't let this scare away people from this duel on because me and Harrison were here Thursday night and I was like, the weather's going to be bad, but you got 2 really good meets this weekend. And, obviously you lost both of them, but Ohio State, like you mentioned, national duels, what happened? Put that behind you. Season's not defined there. Come up short, but hey, every Big Ten test is a test, and you learn
so
from
far
it.
this year. That's duel of the year. It was entertaining
for sure.
It seemed like we were out of it at the beginning. Went 1 for 4 in the first 5, 4 and 1 in the last 5. It was a good duel. The guys did a good job battling back. It came down to 1 bonus point, and that's That's where you want to be when you're wrestling the number 2 ranked team in the country. But those boys got another big test.
Next week,
basketball and
Friday.
wrestling going to have big games, big matches this week. Wrestling has number 1 Penn State on Friday at Penn State. Basketball number 5 Michigan, or no, number 3 Michigan at Michigan. So 2 tough environments to play in.
Top ranked opponents.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be exciting. And something I wanted to point out was the amount of overtime matches and even the wins. Like, that was just pure grit and soul and heart right there. Like if you describe fight, that's what that is. Overtime. You either walk off feeling great or walk off feeling like the world's about to end. And just to see our guys some of them being willing to go out there and have the courage to make a mistake, they end up coming out on top like Tofi. That guy's, he's crazy.
He wrestled well. He was a completely different kid.
He's relentless
from Friday night.
Yeah.
The second and third period, he wrestled a lot better. First period, he came out a little slow. Even the first half of the second period, he wasn't quick to get off the bottom. He was kind of sitting down there. Just, I don't know what was going on. He just didn't look like himself. But, Sunday he came out against a kid he lost to earlier in the year.
Yep.
And competed, battled hard. He looked good.
It was kind of crazy to see like some of those bounce back matches, like even Silas too. I mean, I don't think that he got to as many attacks as he could have, but just him holding position, staying calm, especially against an opponent that you faced in the past and they got the better of you, like that's really impressive. And not to mention the fact that everybody had a bounce back within 48 hours of being disappointed, feeling like they might have let themselves down, to coming back and competing against a really, really dominant Ohio State team, at least when they wrestle everybody else.
Because they looked real good against Minnesota.
Oh, my goodness.
They crushed Minnesota.
How many takedowns did they give up? Maybe 1 or 2?
I think
it
they
was
gave
pretty
up 2
crazy.
to Minnesota.
Yeah.
1 in overtime at 84. Fishback lost in overtime to McNeely. And 97. But they wrestled. It wasn't the same kid.
Yeah.
They sent out Shoemate, I think, against 97 against them. I forget the kid they cam wrestled.
It was Gogi or something.
Luke Geog. That's who it is.
Yuck, sorry.
Who's top 10.
I wanted to point out, so Brock Hardy got his 100th career dual win. It became the 33rd wrestler in program history to accomplish that feat. 100 wins is hard in college. High school, you can get 100 pretty quickly. If you're really, really good. Just talk about how hard it is to rack up that many wins in high school or a college career, because it's, you're wrestling some of the best every night. Just to stack wins like that and be a part of that. Because 33, that's, there's been a lot of really good wrestlers that come through Nebraska. To be a part of that 33 has to mean a lot to Brock.
For sure. Congrats to him for getting that done, especially against an opponent like Nazir Bailey, returning All-American. Right? Yeah.
Blood round last year, but he is an
All-American.
All-American.
But he is a returning All-American the year before. I think it's incredibly hard feat to accomplish, especially in the Big Ten.
It took me till my second to last college match.
Yeah, exactly.
Win number 100 for me was in the semifinals at NCAAs last year.
You had it a little bit different than I did. I lost a lot in tournaments, so I had more chances to wrestle. You kind of just didn't worry about that.
You stay on the top side as long as you can.
Yeah, there's different ways to go about it, but it's something that, it's special to be a part of that 100 club. Not everybody gets to it. Even some of the best don't get to it. To see him accomplish that it's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. He was excited. He was throwing up. He gave him the 100 after he won, in front of a sold out crowd. That's where you want to do it. If I could have done it at a home duel, that would have been sweet.
Especially against Iowa. Always sweet, even sweeter.
Absolutely. I was at the Devaney all weekend. Friday night wrestling, Saturday night women's gymnastics, Sunday wrestling, and women's gym knocked off number 14 Minnesota. And I'm still kind of trying to learn gymnastics. My girlfriend was a gymnast, and it's hard to figure out what's going on. I'm sitting there, she's like, "What do you like?" I'm like, "What do you think?" Like a 9.9? She's looking at me like, "No, that one they're probably gonna get 9.75." I was like, "See, I have no idea." It looked pretty good to me, but
yeah, they doing stuff that I can't do, so I'm like, "Yeah, you deserve a 10."
Yeah, it seemed like Minnesota, they struggled on bars, and we kind of did our thing the whole time. Had a couple little mistakes, I guess, as she was explaining to me, but we came out with a dub, so that's good.
Yeah, it's nice to see us get those ranked wins in many different sports. Even just competing against those guys at a high level, regardless of the result.
I'm the same way with gymnastics. I don't get the scoring system. Everything looks. I mean, you watch the Olympics. It's like those people are nearly perfect every time. You could put 2 and 2 together side by side, and I couldn't tell you, oh, that was good or that was bad. It's kind of like diving too. Diving, like swimming, diving. I can't tell it all looks the same. It's like it's hard to do. I couldn't do that. It takes a lot. Like it's kind of like wrestling. It's one of those sports where you can't just get into it and say, all right, I'm ready to go. Kind of like, I don't know who we talked about. I think we talked about pole vault. What was it, last week?
Yeah.
Did we talk about pole vault?
Yeah.
I was like, man, I see that. I don't know how I remember that. I mean, we talked about that. It's like one of those sports where you can't just dive head first in and see how you do it. You have to really figure it out. But yeah, it was a bit busy week. And now, you mentioned Michigan tomorrow and then wrestling against Penn State. One thing I wanted to add about the wrestling, it's kind of a niche thing, the singlets. Do you guys like the black singlets?
I think they're awesome.
You like the black singlets?
So I like the way they look,
but they don't feel great.
Mine was too tight on my legs.
Yeah,
it would squeeze my
okay.
legs would get tired, so I didn't like wearing the black one. I was like, guys, this one makes my legs tired. So when we went to NCAAs last year, they wanted to wear the black ones.
We wore it first
They
round.
wanted to wear them in the semis.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, we'll save these for the semis. I was like, no way, dude. I
We
need
got
those
it out the way.
I need those first round. First round has to be the black
To
singlets.
be fair, you saw what happened to both of us first round. Low.
Man, I bet that was my closest match of the tournament. I had to come back and go hunt that kid down to get that one out of the way.
Yeah, I went to overtime too. So yeah, let's blame the legs on the singlets. Let's
Is that a majority decision thing? Like they're tight on the legs for everybody? Or is that just a preference thing? No, it's
that everybody agrees that they're pretty tight on the legs. I don't know why, like the certain cut it is or whatever, but everybody agrees that they're pretty tight on the legs.
Hey, they look good though.
Supposedly we were gonna get new ones this year. I don't know if we did or not.
I don't know.
Mine, the one that I still have back at my apartment. Yeah, no way. That thing was squeezing my legs. I was like, I don't like wearing this one.
Yeah.
It does look good though. The black one does look good.
It looks like.
Ridge, you were there you said you were there Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess what was the atmosphere like toward, because it came down to the final match pretty much, like down to the final 2 matches. I guess what was kind of the atmosphere like? Because you just came off of a record-setting crowd against a rival in Iowa, and then you have Ohio State coming to town, one of the top 3 teams arguably could be now. I mean, Penn State's up there, but they're coming to town, and what was kind of just like the vibe like throughout the duel?
Beforehand, it was a little questionable. Like, okay, if we have the same performance we did Friday night, this might be a little rough because Ohio State kind of put it on Iowa at national duels, so I wasn't super optimistic. I was like, shoot, these guys are gonna have to turn something around, and they eased my thoughts after Tofi's win. I was like, oh yeah, we really got a shot. I'm sitting there looking at the dual score, doing the math in my head. I'm like, okay, yeah. So if we win out, I was like, we got to win out, and if we do, we'll come out on top. We just kind of started stacking a couple wins together. LJ wins a tight one, 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
Tofi gets it done in overtime. Silas gets it done in overtime, and then he gets to Cam, gets taken down early.
He does it in overtime.
Was it overtime, or did he get it at the end of regulation?
Yeah, it looks like end of regulation.
Oh,
yeah,
it was close.
Short time.
It was close.
Got one.
Yeah, my bad.
And it was like you could feel the momentum building. We're like, yeah, it's gonna come down to Ferrari Feldman too, and AJ wrestled a good match, but you could tell he kind of let off the brakes or let off the gas a little bit.
Yeah, I think he was content going to ride outs.
Mm-hmm.
Personally,
I agree. I think that he knew if it went into double overtime, into that the ride out set of overtime, that he was going to be in good shape. He was going to be able to get out quick.
Ride
him out for at least a little while and be in good shape. And sometimes when you're content with leaving overtime tied, you'll get stung. And that's what ended up happening. You can't rest when you're wrestling a kid like Feldman. Feldman's big, strong, athletic.
Yep.
The kid's tough. That's why he's ranked number 3.
Yeah, 3 or 4, one of the two.
I think he's 3. AJ's 4.
Yeah,
that's correct.
He's
3 and 4. What do you think you can learn from 2 duels like that? Because obviously you had the Minnesota one on the road. You win that one. That was a nice, get you some momentum coming into these duels, and then you lose these 2. I mean, it wasn't like it was a blowout or anything. Just how when Iowa was just not their night. That's what Mark Manning said. Just wasn't our night. Ohio State comes down to the last duel, and that's how it goes. What do you think you can take from those 2 as the schedule isn't getting easier. You got the meat grinder part of the schedule, and you got to go to Penn State, where, I mean, they're legit.
Yeah, they got 5 number ones.
Yep.
I think is it 5?
Mm.
5 kids ranked number 1 in the country, and I think the other 5 are all in the top 10. Maybe not heavyweight.
Maybe not heavyweight. I don't think.
But he might be ranked 12.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Number 12 is the lowest ranked kid on the team. You know, like you got a big test. But what I learned from this weekend is that we can bounce back from getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
You know, we're fired up going into Iowa. We're like, you know, Iowa's not the same team that they have been in the past. We can go get this one done. You know, Iowa, they did the same thing that we had to do on Sunday. They got their butts kicked by Penn State, and they came back this weekend ready to scrap. And you know, they came in and they meant business, and they wrestled well. They were not gonna say quite offensive, but you know, they came in with a different attitude than they did in the Penn State duel. I think our guys were kind of expecting them to be down, but you know, we did the same thing that they did. We, you know, didn't get it quite done on Friday night, and we came out and we wrestled super tough on Sunday. So, you know, it kind of left a good taste in my mouth. Like, okay, you know, bad night Friday night. We came out and wrestled our butts off on Sunday. So, you know, you can be happy with that.
Yeah, and I feel like the biggest thing I learned, like you said, is one that we can bounce back from whatever performance we have, which is really crucial when you're going into the postseason. You got to be able to bounce back no matter what round you're in. If you take a loss, you need to fight for those points because those points help your team get a trophy. If you don't, well, you come home with nothing. So I learned that how resilient our team is, but I also learned like how important momentum is in setting the tone. And I learned that you don't have to set the tone right away. I think Entrail did a really good job setting the tone in his match. Didn't wrestle the guy that he thought he was going to wrestle, but after that match, you saw our guys, I don't know, something changed a little bit, and we started racking off some dubs back to back to back. But just seeing him go out there and get the first bonus points for us, like somebody had to choose to be first, and he did it. And seeing the impact that had on the rest of our guys and the way that they believed and wrestled, and no matter what, they were just in the match the whole time. That was pretty impressive to me. But
yeah, we're going to break here. I'll let you throw it to break here, Caleb. This is your show. Yeah, I didn't want to cut you guys off, but we cut off right at the right time. So do your thing.
We'll catch y'all in a little bit after this break.
Winter is just around the corner. Is your vehicle ready? Don't get left out in the cold. At A1 Automotive, we prep your car for whatever winter throws your way here in Nebraska. For battery checks, for brake inspections, tires, heaters, whatever your car needs to keep you and your family safe on the road, we've got you covered. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
In a world where Wi-Fi battles rage and bandwidth is never enough, one family dares to connect it all. Work from home, influence all day, stream all night, and game to win. Deadlines, downloads, and dance-offs, all happening under one roof, flawlessly. Can your internet provider do that? Fiber fuel your household at allofiber.com/all-in.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings, thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Rick Heyman here from Sauter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sauter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sauterheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
It's basketball season, and Salt Mine City is your pregame and postgame headquarters in the Haymarket for craft beers and great food. Get ready for the game with their big, fatty 7-ounce hamburger or try a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. And don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, your basketball headquarters, now open at 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 11 a.m. Friday through Sunday at 8th and R.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to All In on 93.7 The Ticket with your hosts, Caleb Smith and Ridge Lovett.
Welcome back to All In, second segment. Ridge Lovett, Caleb Smith here. And looking past college sports, we got to talk about some of the other events that happened this weekend. We got NFL, football, UFC fights. I didn't really like the NFL results.
I thought it was fantastic.
Of course, Ridge thought it was fantastic. If you don't know by now, Ridge Lovett is a super fan for the Patriots. He acts like he's their very own water boy, and he loves them to death. Might have an MVP candidate that might get the MVP this year.
He could.
I mean, going to the chip, pretty good feeling.
Sunday's game was frustrating, though.
That was a crazy game.
It was crazy.
Like, in those games, like sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I think the way that players get paid is crazy. But when you're playing in snow like that, like, yeah, you deserve all the money.
Yeah, when you have the announcer on the side, she's like, yeah, when I look this way, the wind's super hard at my back and there's a bunch of snow. When I look this way, I can't even see. I was like, well, that's awesome because the Patriots are going that way. So
yeah.
That's
and they were wearing white
fantastic.
uniforms, which was kind of crazy. I mean, you could see that might have threw them off a little bit. I mean, I think it threw off both teams personally. Broncos definitely have that.
My boy
advantage
Christian Gonzalez was blending in with the snow for that game-winning pick. Man, come on,
that's
baby.
what I'm saying. I feel like it's kind of unfair, but at the same time, like that's football. That you can't predict the weather.
Slipping, falling down. It was nuts. It didn't, that's football weather, but didn't look like a lot of fun.
No, it didn't look like any fun at all.
It was hard to get anything going, but I didn't get to watch the first half because I was watching the duel.
Yeah,
I was there, but I sat up in the second section with my girlfriend and her family, and both my parents were in. And in one of the boxes, they had the game in one of the boxes, they had the game on, so I could, I was squinting, looking up there, and I could see who had the ball, where they were at on the field. I was like, okay, we're in decent shape. It's okay.
I didn't think that the Patriots were gonna done, but they sure did. And like we said, it definitely was not pretty, but a win's a win.
Y'all have been arguing with me for months. I told you
I've been hating on Ridge all the time, and it's the season's not over yet.
It's not over.
Don't get too confident. I think those Seahawks, they ain't nothing to play with. Personally, I think maybe the Seahawks versus the Rams should have been the Super Bowl. If it was at all possible. Not that it is, because they're in the same division. But the offense, the defense, the caliber of football, much more fun to watch.
It was exciting. It was high scoring, came down to the very end. Had a chance for the Hail Mary at the end. Almost scored that one touchdown on their last drive. It was good. It was fun to watch.
Game. It was. That's the type of football I like to watch. I don't like to watch the Panthers deflate the footballs and go for 4 yards every 2 plays. Like that.
It was snowy. I mean,
I don't care.
I didn't even know it was supposed to snow. The first half, you would have showed me, I would have been like, oh, it was nice and sunny. Jarrett Stidham made one big throw in the first half. Then, I don't know, the Broncos play calling made no sense. Like, they stopped throwing the ball at all. And then it was just check down, screens, and credit the Patriots defense. They blew it up.
They did.
They blew up everything. I mean, they just blitzed pretty much. They sent like 6 guys every single play. And then, Sam Darnold, I'm cheering for the Seahawks. I'll say that just because I like the Sam Darnold redemption story, just because he's, Jets pick, supposed to be the savior for the New York Jets. He was like one of 4 guys now who have been the savior for the Jets since 2019. That doesn't work out. They run him out of town. Goes to Carolina.
Yep.
He was there with Baker Mayfield. That you had that. I brought that bad memory there. I mean, they had both those guys literally in the quarterback room,
That's
and
why
then
I'm telling you, we need to fire our coaches or GM, one of the two, because
they have done that though.
The Panthers does really well.
They-
Christian McCaffrey.
PJ Walker was kind of fire though.
Yeah,
They were not good, but PJ Walker was the third guy in that room, and then Bryce Young comes in, and then Sam Darnold goes to the 49ers. Sits a year. He was in the Super Bowl, technically. He was a backup that year. The Chiefs played the 49ers. So technicality, he didn't play. Then he goes to the Vikings. The Vikings kind of are like, oh, you're just a wash in the pan. Throw him to the side. They believe in JJ McCarthy, which at the time, one of my friends is a Vikings fan. I was like, you're not going to, I don't think you like this. Like, I don't know, putting someone Stockton where a rookie was hurt.
Yeah.
And he goes to the Seahawks, and now here they are in the Super Bowl. A rematch from a couple of years ago.
I think it's an epic redemption story. And I hope it ends different than it did a couple years ago.
I hope second half the camera zooms in on him. He said over there, saying, I'm seeing ghosts. I'm seeing ghosts. Darn right he is. Come on, baby.
That's like his darkest moment of his career. That I'm seeing ghosts, and then now he's in the Super Bowl. You guys see the photo the NFL account posted at the beginning of the year in September?
Yeah, I did see that.
They posted like road to the Super Bowl starts here, and it's like it's one of every single player from each team, and in the front there's Sam Darnold and Drake May. Like, what are the odds? Like, I assume that's just a coincidence.
I hope they put the Panthers up there one year. And
next year they'll put Bryce Young there front and center.
Help me out, make me happy again, please. I think it's crazy though, honestly. I mean, you hear a lot about the script getting leaked and all that, and then you see that, and you're like, well, maybe the script did get leaked. I don't know.
Hey man, with Cardi B on our side, how can we lose?
I mean, the way that the Patriots cheat, I honestly wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. The Patriots probably paid the refs before the season.
I just think it's crazy. So the Patriots, I talked about it last week with Ridge. They have the 20 years of dominance, 2 decades of the dynasty of all sports and American sports with Tom Brady, Bill Belichick. Brady, leaves, goes to the Buccaneers, and it's like, oh, we got Cam Newton, and that doesn't go well. They have 2 back-to-back 4-13 seasons. Gerard Mayo doesn't work out. Mike Vrabel comes in. Those 5 years were nothing compared to what some fans have to put up with.
That Buccaneers Super Bowl counts for us too.
Does it really?
That one counts for us too.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
He's not even a Patriots fan. He's a Tom Brady fan. Guess what? Tom Brady don't play no more.
That's okay. Drake May, baby.
Tom Brady. Yeah,
and it's also okay because Patriots didn't make the playoffs. Boston Celtics, NBA champions.
That's
so
right.
we're just a hard city to beat. It's all good. It's all good.
Are you a Celtics fan too?
Yeah,
Absolutely, Boston, baby.
I'm a Heat fan, so there's a good thing. There's a little separation.
Yeah.
Here. I mean, the Heat did get that one year with Jimmy Butler, and then the Boston's pretty much had them since. But that was a very fun Eastern Conference Finals. I will say, watch. Are you a Heat fan?
No, I'm a Celtics fan.
Oh man, but yeah, that was a fun series because it was like the Heat were up, and I was like, oh, don't let us get one. Don't let us get one. That was a fun. That was as a Heat fan, it was crazy to see just because the team was at 8. They've had to go through the play, nearly lost to the Bulls. Every year they play the Bulls. That's just a crazy thing. So you guys are Celtics fans. I didn't know that, but that Box is Celtics fan too. So I don't know, just a legendary franchise. But Patriots, it was only 5 years. Some fans,
that was a tough 5 years.
But Jets fans,
we only got 1 World Series and an NBA championship. It was tough, dude.
Raiders fans.
Jets, I think Jets and Giants.
Even Kansas City fans.
I'm a Kansas City fan, so I watched when I was growing up. I was watching Brody Croyle and Matt Castle play quarterback, and those were some Matt Castle. They his one of his last games, he got hurt, and the fans cheered when he got carted pretty much carted off.
Crazy.
Which that's crazy just in general. Just do that. And then they had to deal with Brady Quinn as a quarterback who is now on, he's a College Game Day or whatever, for Fox. And I went to a game one time. It was Brady Quinn versus Peyton Manning. It was the last game. Romeo Crennel coached the Chiefs. It was 42-0 Broncos. It was so bad. And people, like I said, people cheered Matt Castle getting hurt. And then Brady Quinn's there, and offense can do anything. They had Jamal Charles.
Yeah,
that was about all. Jamal Charles and Dwayne Bowe. Those are about the only guys I remember growing up. And people are every time I'm a Chiefs fan. It's oh, you're a bandwagon. You probably just started cheering for him. No, it's I went through the grind of the years. I saw Larry Johnson when I was younger, and that's about it. All they had was flashy running backs. They had nothing else. Quarterbacks were nothing before Mo. Alex Smith. Alex Smith was cool. Just couldn't win the big games. Just couldn't win the big games. But that's crazy. Seahawks, Patriots. You think it's gonna be a blowout in the Super Bowl?
No, it's the Super Bowl. I don't think so.
Seahawks though.
Seahawks
Denver that one year.
The Seahawks are playing like Indiana a little bit. They kind of just keep the pedal to the metal. But do I think it's going to be a blowout? No, I think it's honestly probably going to be a 1 score, maybe 1.5 score game, 7.5 is what I'm saying. They probably win by maybe less.
Think the Patriots beat them by 7.5?
No, I don't.
Come on,
but honestly, I could see it going either way. It's the Super Bowl. Patriots have a lot of history in the Super Bowl. They've been there a lot. They know how to handle the pressure.
As a franchise, they do.
That's what I'm saying.
We've got a
As a franchise, y'all got it down. Seahawks, they've been there a couple times, but it's been a while. So
11 years.
It'll be exciting to see.
2015. Should have gave the ball to Marshall.
How many times did we see that clip for the next 2 weeks? The Malcolm Butler.
We're gonna see it probably at least 150 times. And honestly, I don't blame him. That was a crazy call.
That was a good Super Bowl.
It was such a good.
It was a fun Super Bowl. I remember. So here we had a snowstorm. I was in high school when that happened, and we got school canceled. So I was like, "Oh, we get the day after the Super Bowl off. That's awesome." Because it's I can stay up after the Super Bowl. And I wanted the Seahawks to win at that moment too.
Me too.
Because I liked the Legion of Boom. It was cool. It was
so
cool.
Cool.
They just had a cool name. They at the time I thought their jerseys were cool because every 14 to 18-year-old man, those are. People love that. Everybody had their neon. You guys have your neon stages? Harrison told me he doesn't. He's like, oh, I never liked the color neon. You guys have that neon stage?
Absolutely.
Like an Oregon Duck colors. You guys had to have the Oregon Duck.
Going to middle school, and I was wearing different colored everything.
Oregon was my favorite team just for their colors at one point.
See, I had that stage too. I told the story about at the end of high school one time. There was a Oregon pair of shorts that were in the lost and found, and they were going to throw them out. I grabbed them.
You found them.
Well, they were in the lost and found, and they were going to throw everything out at the end of the year. And I think I left a jacket or something like that. And I found the jacket and those shorts were next to him. They were like green, like forest green with like navy on the, or like green neon on the sides. And I was like, man, these are sick.
Yeah.
So
find one, get one special.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Everybody's been there. Like,
I've been there. Yeah, for sure. I would do the same thing if I saw it work. Yeah, come on, that's mine.
So you guys have had that. Harrison's like, I never had that stage. Yeah, I've had that stage. So I think New England's good to hang with them. I just think Seattle just too much, man. You can run the ball well. Your quarterback. I mean, Sam Darnold. People question him coming in. They were like, what's this guy got to do in the playoffs? He threw for like 300 yards against the Rams, which their defense isn't great, but I mean, Seattle, man. I think it's crazy that that's the Super Bowl. In all honesty, like if you would have told me that at the beginning of the year, I would have called you crazy.
I'd be like, what? They got rid of DK Metcalf and they're gonna no shot, but they did, and they are. So I'm happy for both teams. Patriots, not pulling for them, but just for your sake, I hope it's a competitive game.
I'm from the Pacific Northwest, and Idaho doesn't have a team, so everybody there, 12th man flags, 12th man jerseys, all that. So that 2015 Super Bowl, that was a weird Super Bowl party because every single person there was cheering for the Seahawks. My aunt had the 12th man flag hanging outside the door, and it was just me and my dad cheering for the Patriots. Everybody else was cheering for the Seahawks. It came. I was just sitting there like, oh no, Marshawn Lynch is about to score a touchdown, and we're gonna. Oh yeah, hands to Richard Sherman. Oh yeah, that was a good day for me.
That was not a good day.
I was jumping up and down cheering.
I was honestly very hurt by how that went down. Big Russ fan, and I'm sure he's gonna be crying. How I'm gonna be crying after this break.
Pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing.
And electrical.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, take the worm, put it on the hook. Now bring your pole back and throw it forward. And just let the fish come to you.
I got a bite! It's a big one, Dad!
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine. Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Bagels & Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Now back to All In on 93.7 The Ticket with your hosts, Caleb Smith and Ridge Lovett.
We're back all in. Last segment, Caleb Smith, Ridge Lovett. We were talking about crying a little bit, right before the break, and I felt like crying after watching some of these UFC fights this weekend, seeing Derek Lewis go out like that.
Didn't look great.
Didn't look great at all. I mean, he's older, though. He is a lot older.
He's 40.
He's 40. He's still fighting 25-year-olds, 30-year-olds. Like, all props to him, but he's one of the best heavyweights to ever fight in the UFC, and to see him get TKO'd, pretty upset. That hurt my feelings.
Didn't even get, hit hard.
He got hit. I don't know what happened. It looked like he just got punched in the nose once. That he didn't see it coming, and he just fell down, and then he covered up. I would cover up, too, but.
Main event was fire.
Oh.
Saved the card, I thought.
What do you call him, a scouser?
He's a scouser.
Scousers don't get knocked out.
They don't get knocked out.
He
probably should have at least stayed down for a TKO. Oh my goodness!
Because those are the fights that change your career. Like, you have 2 of those, maybe even 1, and you're not the same person or fighter anymore.
He took some damage,
dude. He looked like he was knocked out at least, to me, 5 times, once per round at least, sometimes twice. And I was like, how is he still standing up? But
every round but the 3rd round.
Yeah.
That was the only one I think that he didn't
got
get
knocked
dropped.
down a couple of times in round 1 and 4. It was kind of crazy, but that was an epic fight. A lot of action.
Co-main.
Both guys. Co-main.
Sugar Song Yadong.
You know, I'm a big Sean O'Malley fan, but
I didn't think he
I
won.
wasn't super impressed. I didn't think he won. I thought it was the same as the Peter Yan fight. You think he won that fight? I really don't think he won that fight. Felt like he's the star. They built him up. They put a lot of money into him, a lot of advertising, so they want to reap those benefits of him being a champion. And that's what they wanted for Patty, but you can't do that whenever you get knocked all over the ground.
No, the judges' scorecards weren't going to save him there.
No.
That was a rough one.
I mean, you saw his face versus Gaethje's, and you're like, Gaethje, yeah, he looks all right. And
I
then you
mean,
saw Patty, you're like,
same thing with O'Malley and Song Yadong. O'Malley didn't really take any damage.
See, that's what
but
they
he
say.
only really dealt damage in the third round.
That's the biggest difference in UFC is damage is such a key indicator of who wins the fight. And Song Yadong really, his face looked a little bit more messed up, more bloodied up than Sean. But I think he got hit, to me, just as much or maybe more. But the damage there, like, it didn't reflect what I thought.
Because they gave O'Malley rounds 1 and 3.
Yeah.
See, round 1.
Round 3, he for sure got.
100%. He
Round
100% won round 3. That one wasn't close.
He didn't fight like that the whole time.
I didn't think that the other 2 rounds were super close. I thought that Song Yadong kind of took him down, held him down, didn't deal any damage, but didn't take any damage.
Yeah, he controlled him. I mean, it's a fight. If you could control somebody, you're winning the fight. And I thought, like you said, those first 2 rounds looked like he won to me. A little fishy.
Mm-hmm.
What are guys' thoughts on the presentation of on Paramount? Because this is obviously the first, not pay-per-view anymore, but it's the first one on Paramount Plus. The presentation, just the way they kind of handled it being their first event. Because it's been like 6, 7 weeks, 8 weeks since they've had a UFC event in general, because the ESPN Plus era ended. I guess just general thoughts on just how the first event, because they have another one this weekend.
I thought, honestly, from a fight picking standpoint, I thought they did a great job. On some of the prelims, you have like top ranked fighters in the flyweight division fighting. Number, I think, 5 versus 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Davison Figueiredo versus somebody who just fought for the belt, Umar Nurmagomedov. That was pretty interesting. But overall, from picking a fight standpoint, great job. From the presentation standpoint, the commercials, not being able to see the walkouts.
Yeah, too many ads.
Not my favorite.
No. And the walkouts were the biggest part.
Agreed. You only got to see it for the main event, which is like cool, but at the same time, I want to see that for everybody. Like, I want to see what everybody likes as their music. Like, what do they look like when they're coming out in a fight? You get to see it. You get to gauge a lot based off of how Buddy presents themselves. And, before the fight, I'm just like, I don't know who's going to win. They look the same to me. They're already in the
really
ring.
only see them in the cage. Yeah. Didn't love it, but, the first event, there's room to grow. It was there, and Dana does a good job. They'll figure something out. It'll keep getting better.
I think so too. They listen to the people really well. But interesting card. Got to see a lot of big time fights pretty much in one night. I thought that was the most interesting part. A lot of finishes in the prelims. Like, you might not have been able to see a lot of the prelims, but there was at one point everybody had got knocked out in the first round, which is crazy for any type of fighting event. But that was pretty phenomenal to me. I was like, wow, these guys are really trying to finish. And when you talk about the money, they said the fighters weren't getting paid more. Justin Gaethje said that, but their bonuses for fight of the night went from $50,000 to either 100, maybe 300. You said
it was 100,000. So it doubled.
So it doubled. So I mean that is pretty cool, because I think if they're going out there to lay it on the line and like actually try to kill somebody, they might deserve to.
Yeah, I was a little underwhelmed at the card. The fights were good, I thought, but just like O'Malley didn't really do nothing until the third round. The main event was awesome. Gene Silva, Arnold Allen was good.
That was a good one.
That one was entertaining. Gene Silva was kind of beating him up a little bit. The jump off his back was funny.
That was crazy.
He was out there. He was out there doing stuff, acting wild. And sometimes you need a little bit of the showmanship. And after that, the card really kind of slowed down. But main event made up for a lot of that.
Phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why they call Justin Gaethje the highlight. The what is it? Car crash.
Car crash fight style. Just go out there and swing away.
That was somebody. I was for sure like somebody is getting finished this fight, no matter what. After the first round, I was like, "There's no shot they make it the whole time."
There were a couple fights canceled, like the Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes. That was a women's bantamweight title fight, which that was kind of a
That one would.
I mean, Amanda Nunez coming back at a,
so crazy.
I mean, I thought she was done because she was just dominating the sport, and it was like, all right, you're going out on top.
She's
I get
older
it.
too.
Exactly, and then you're going up against Kayla Harrison, who has kind of taken the Ronda Rousey of the sport. Kind of, you came in here and here you are, but Saturday you got Volkanovski and Lopez main event
Rematch. I think it'll be the same result unless Volk gets put out in the first round. Like, he's getting older. Saw his chin get tested against him last time, but after his chin got tested, he was pretty dominant. Lopez is not getting knocked out though. That boy can take a punch.
He's crazy.
Like he'll just and take it. I'm like, this dude's got problems. But hey, he's doing it. He's killing it. I think Volk is gonna win. Who you got?
Lopez.
I think I'm going Lopez too. Volk's getting older, and it's a new generation. I feel like it's a new generation of fighters. A lot of people who we've seen over the past 4 or 5 years dominating are getting older. Should be fun though. I hope it lives up to the hype because Paramount needs the need the good money and they need the good fights, because if it's like you get these duds, it's like, well, we just paid for all your rights and here we are now. So should be interesting though.
They're gonna get that $1 billion, whatever it is, worth out of everybody. If UFC does one thing, they definitely get their money worth out of their fighters. They need to get Kevin Holland up there. He's always fighting, always active. I want to see that. But so excited to see what happens for the rest of Husker sports, UFC, the NFL.
Yeah.
Good time of sports.
Big week this week for the Huskers. Men's basketball going up to number 3 Michigan on Wednesday. Nebraska wrestling against number 1 at Penn State on Friday night. It's going to be a big week.
Got to put it all on red. Let's go Big Red.
Winter is just around the corner. Is your vehicle ready? Don't get left out in the cold. At A1 Automotive, we prep your car for whatever winter throws your way here in Nebraska. For battery checks, brake inspections, tires, heaters, whatever your car needs to keep you and your family safe on the road,